Welcome to day 25 of Writing Your Novel in a Month uh, challenge. Today, well, we're going to be talking about how to create your chapters. I know you've probably been writing in chapters all along, and that's fine. But let's discuss about how to structure your chapters in order to keep your readers engaged. Okay, so how many words should a novel chapter have? You know, chapters typically range from 1,500 to 5,000 words, but some may be longer, some may be shorter. Okay. The important thing with each chapter that each chapter serves a clear purpose. It advances the plot or develops characters. It feels natural within the narrative flow. Consider the rhythm of your story. Okay. How your chapters break influences the suspense. Um, it, um, its readability and its momentum. Ultimately, let the needs of your story dictate how long your chapters need to be, rather than adhering to a specific word count. Okay. Readers, however, do prefer to have chapters that are relatively uniform in length. So what are different, now I'm going to talk about the different ways that you can start your chapters. Each chapter begins, has, like I said, has a purpose. So um, here's just some different ways to start your chapters. Okay, starting chapters effectively affects the tone and piques the reader's interest. One way to do this is with action. You begin the chapter with action. Okay, you can use it to set the scene. If you're switching from one place to another, this makes a good a chapter beginning is a good place to put a transition. You can begin with internal reflection. The protagonist can be thinking about where he is in the story, about how what's just happened has affected him or whatever. You could begin a chapter with a statement or a question. Now what? Now what? Could be a question. You could begin a flashback or a memory. Again, this could differentiate between what's happening now and what happened in the past. This chapter could be all about that flashback and going back. It could be a transition from a previous chapter. Again, time, space, whatever can differentiate that time period. You could begin your chapter with dialogue. Have a conversation, start a conversation between two characters, based on how the story's going. Like they could be talking about, now what we're going to do next. I don't know what we're going to do. Blah blah blah. How about we do? Giving an idea about whatever. And you could also begin with an unexpected twist. If your that previous chapter ended a certain way, you may want to add a twist and introduce that surprise or that revelation at the beginning of that chapter. So now that we've discussed how to start a chapter, now it's your turn. Let's go and find out how you can improve your chapter beginnings, divide your book, how you divide your book, and how you begin your chapters. And we'll see you tomorrow. Next time. Bye.